It's the only religion that acts like the mafia that will you if you say the wrong thing, draw the wrong picture, or write the wrong book.
I believe Israel has a right to defend itself.
Okay.
I agree that they need to get rid of Hamas.
In this way? Why is it a country, though?
I'll tell you why.
With Hamas, it's not a country,
I'll
but
tell
with
you
Israel,
why.
it's a country.
Because in war, when you declare war, as Britain did with the
100-to-1 ratio.
No,
100 to 1.
Every Muslim is a period. Right now. Shut your mouth. I don't want to hear your mouth.
Oh, please.
I'm done with you.
There'd be no need for airdrops if Hamas hadn't chosen to break what was a ceasefire in place on the 6th of October.
What about those Palestinians in hospital who life support and incubator will have to be turned off because the Israelis have cut the power?
Are you seriously keep on asking me about Palestinian civilians? What's wrong with you?
Candace Owens was let go from the Daily Wire for not being undyingly pro-Israel. Mahdi Hassan had his show cancelled on MSNBC for being too pro-Palestinian. Piers Morgan gets to sit there comfortably on his Talk TV show, just espousing a absolutely pro-Zionistic agenda. And I said Zionistic instead of the actual word because I don't want YouTube to be like, to this video. Are you starting to realize that anytime someone is pro-Muslim or Pali, they get booted off? Why is that? Everyone knows it. Everyone can see it. The entire internet can see it clearly. And the question is, why did we let it get this bad? What the heck have the Muslims been doing for the last few years? Genuinely, including myself. Like, why are we not competing on that level? And that's why it's gotten so bad. This will continue. Media propagating an idea of Muslims being demons will continue. Just like the bully who's unchecked in the schoolyard goes around bullying everyone until someone finally comes and basically gives them a smack. We're gonna continue to be demonized in the media until we produce our own mass media productions. We have to compete with them. We have to make movies, we have to make films and TV shows, we have to make documentaries, we have to have the CNNs and the Daily Wires, the Fox News, and the Piers Morgan shows. Why don't we have that? Because the Muslims have not gotten together to work on it. Everyone's just worried about themselves. So it's going to continue to be this way until the Muslims get up and actually work together. The reason Muslims don't want to work in media is because of how haram it is. They play music in it. How am I going to make a movie without music? I can't be an actor because I'm going to have to like do some kind of kissing scene or something like that. But why are we looking to make media within the non-Muslim paradigm? I'm not saying be an actor on a non-Muslim TV show. I'm not. I'm saying be the director, be the writer, be the filmmaker and producer. Have the entire team be Muslim. All the actors be Muslim and just make your own content that's halal. It's not that easy to do yourself, but when you have an entire team, you put together a team with this goal in mind and you have it backed by the Muslims who have the resources to help you get it done, then you can do it. Who's going to stop you? Why is it that we're just sitting down and allowing these people to make these, basically spread this propaganda and these lies about the Muslims? 1 million Iraqis were offed during the Iraq invasion, which was unlawful completely. Weapons of mass destruction. There were no weapons of mass destruction. There were none, but 1 million innocent civilians were offed. And is anyone talking about that nowadays? No. Did America try and fix their mistake, even though you can't really fix it? No. They stole the oil and they left. We need mass media production to combat this disease, to combat this issue, to combat things like this.
Islam somehow lends itself to more extremism than other religions, and whether or not moderate Muslims are doing enough to speak out about it, and when they are, if we're all covering it enough.
It's very simple. They get away with it because they can. Because they are the big bully who's at the top of the field, who's at the top of the division, and they're looking down at everybody else. Like, what are you going to do? Until we get up on that level and we can compete with them, we're pulling their same numbers, we're making the same amount of money, we have the same amount of pull, then, and only then, can we start to change public opinion to the truth of Islam, to the truth about the Muslims, which is not that we're some violent, aggressive, backwards, crazy people. We're normal people, but our way of life is better because we're blessed with guidance from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is what Muslims should be focusing on right now. And you could start that with your phone. You could start that on YouTube. You could start that with a big budget production if you have the means to do that, if you have the team to do that. And what I'm doing to make it as doable as possible, I put together a team of Muslim editors, Muslim writers, Muslim media analysts, people who are Muslim who understand you're not going to have music in the background. You're not going to have a woman uncovered. You're going to block it out somehow. You're not going to promote anything haram. We have Muslims who understand that, so you can record your stuff, send it in, and then we do the rest. Or we analyze your content and we give you halal suggestions. We're not going to tell you humiliate yourself in front of the camera to get views. Astaghfirullah al-Azim. So if you are interested, you can click the link. You could check out either Muslim Influencer Academy, which is the community, or you can check out Muslim Influencer Academy, which is the whole team that we have set up for you to help, inshallah. I'm looking right now to work with 5 people who already have channels and they already have a following and they just want to take it to the next level. And please reach out if you are a person with some kind of capability. If you're a Muslim who's a good writer, or a Muslim who's a director, or a Muslim who's a good media analyst, or a Muslim who studied media, please reach out, inshallah. Let's create a better, safer space for Muslims and create high budget productions for the Muslims by the Muslims. And with that being said, may Allah bless you all immensely and grant us success in this life and the next. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.